Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Ew, I hate that. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna do a chit chat, get ready with me, life update, where I've been, why I haven't filmed. I know it's gonna be a long one, so get a snack. I'll list everything that I'm using down below because I'm probably not gonna talk about products too much in this video. It's also like 10 o'clock at night right now. I'm getting ready for no reason except the purpose of this video. I'm sure Eddie is gonna come home and be like, where are you going? But it will be like a nice change because normally when he gets home from work, it's obviously 10 o'clock at night and I'm in my pajamas, which is basically his t-shirt, and I'm sleeping. He never sees me in makeup anymore, which is so funny. I remember when we first started dating, I used to go over his house at like 11 o'clock at night with a full face of makeup on, knowing I'm about to take it off, just to show up with makeup on. And now I never have makeup on. You guys are probably like, who the heck is Eddie? Because last time I filmed was 3 years ago and I was single, and Eddie is my fiance. Save that for another video. Basically, right now I just wanted to do a life update on like why I haven't filmed, where I've been for the past 3 years, and random stuff. I guess I want to just jump right into it. I don't want to keep starting all my videos with sorry I've been gone, this is why, blah blah blah. I just want to like say it one time and make it done and over with, basically. And I feel like I owe it to everybody to explain why I haven't filmed in 3 years, because like my subscribers that I do have are going to be like, okay, who the heck is this girl on my subscription page, because you're not even going to remember who I am. When I first started my YouTube channel, it was 4 or 5 years ago. I was literally a senior in high school. Like now I'm 22, I'm about to be 23 next month. And I've changed so much, as anyone should. I was still a baby when I first started, and you couldn't tell me that back then though. Like, I was grown, okay? When I first started YouTube, I was a senior in high school, and the reason why I started, not to be dramatic, but the reason why I started is because I was going through like a really rough time. Basically, I don't want to get too into the story right now because we could save this for another story time, because this is a whole other story on its own. But basically, I was in a serious relationship together for 3 years, and to make a long story short, things were getting pretty rocky, and he told me he was going out of country to his home country for a surgery, an eye surgery to be exact, because it was cheaper in his country, and I completely believed it. It was during the summer. It was summer before senior year. And I was like, okay, well, why would I think anything crazy? So I feel so funny that I'm talking about this online, but I feel like everybody knows about it anyway. But also I really don't care, to be honest. And he gets to the country and I'm all of a sudden blocked on everything. And mind you, we were still dating. Like, I'm blocked on Instagram, I'm blocked on, what else was it at the time? Facebook, messages, calls, WhatsApp, because we had to use WhatsApp, obviously he was out of country, everything. Then like a month later he comes back and he has a whole ass wife. Like, yes, he has a whole ass wife. This was very traumatic for me. I never have experienced anything like this in my life. As you can imagine, as a senior in high school, this was the biggest thing of ever. Like, this really traumatized me. This made me, I think, the heartless bitch that I am today. But now I could laugh about it, obviously. But at the time, this was very detrimental. I felt like my world was falling apart. I had no idea what to do with my life. So that's when I started turning to YouTube, because I loved makeup, I loved watching YouTube, everything. I just loved content creating, I loved editing, I loved doing my makeup, I loved talking to you guys. That's why basically I started YouTube. I discovered YouTube my summer before middle school. It was still in elementary school is when I really discovered YouTube. I would be at my grandma's house after school, after elementary school, and I don't even remember how I found makeup tutorials, but I was glued to them. Like, And then at this time, Drake and Rihanna came out with the song What's My Name, and Rihanna had that bright red hair. I was obsessed with the song and I was obsessed with the video, and I wanted my hair that red. Like, no one could tell me anything. I wanted my hair that red. I would have a notebook right next to the computer and I would write down my ideas on what I could make videos on. Even though I didn't have a camera at the time, I was literally in elementary school. I never made videos. It was just something that I like always wanted to do. I had a whole notebook full of YouTube video ideas. Never did it. And so then I looked up how to dye your hair from brown to red, which I knew I was never going to do, but I wanted to. And I found Nicole Guerriero's channel, and that was it. That was literally it. I wanted to be Nicole Guerriero. I loved her vibe. Even today, I still love her vibe. So I knew from that point on, that's what I wanted to do. Like that, elementary school, going into middle school, that was my goal and no one could tell me shit. That's all I wanted. So never did it in middle school, obviously, because, oh my god, like, you know what would have happened to me if I did it in middle school? How bullied that I would have been. Which really at the time, oh my god, I had so much bullies, but I didn't even care, and it made them even more mad, which is so hilarious. And anything that you do that was different, you get bullied, basically. And to talk about that, if you guys are getting bullied, or if you guys are my younger subscribers and you're getting bullied right now in school, I promise you, just wait until the future. Like, I know it's hard, but I promise you, just wait to the future when you see where you are in life and where they are. And that will be the ultimate satisfaction. Just wait. Because I look at where my bullies are today. Oh, okay, so then middle school, blah, 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 blah. And we're now to high school, and I start making YouTube videos, and of course, no one really made YouTube videos in my high school. Now some people do, but not most. So I was bullied yet again. Like, I would be in the hallways and these like bully girls would be like, hey guys, welcome back to my channel, make fun of me, and I never cared. And then I remember one day, this is what changed everything for me. One day I was in the hallway and there was these two guys that I don't even remember who they were. One guy was like, do you know who that is? And the other guy was like, yeah, it's Briana Mattioli. And I was like, oh my god, here we go. They're about to start talking mad shit. And I was obviously listening. And the guy was like, oh my god, bro, she makes a YouTube video. She's gonna be famous one day. And I was like, what? It was the first nice thing that anyone has ever said. And the first nice thing that I've ever heard about my YouTube videos, and I was so happy to myself. I was literally smiling on my way to biology class. I was so happy. I never told anybody about that. I never was really a show-off person. I still am not a show-off person. And I was just so happy. Like, literally no one could tell me shit. I was like, oh my god, somebody said that I'm gonna be famous one day. It was like, he watches my YouTube videos and I don't even know him. And literally ever since then, no one could tell me shit. I wanted everybody to say that, and I wanted to keep doing it until everybody said that. Then, let's fast forward to we're about to graduate, and I am in English class, and we have to make an essay. Basically, it wasn't even really like an essay. To be honest with you, it was like a business plan, and the prompt was write where you have to go to college and what you have to do to get to your dream career at the time. But literally the exact words was college. Like, you had to write this essay about college and how you were going to get there and which college you were going to go to and what you wanted to do to get to your dream goal. And at the time, I was just like, what? Like, this was the first time anyone's ever mentioned anything about college to me, because my parents were never people that pushed college on me. They always knew what I wanted to do, and they always supported it. So looking back at this time now, if it was today, I would obviously bullshit it and just write an essay to get it over with about random college. But at the time, like, I didn't know how to bullshit at the time. So I remember like freaking out. I rose my hand. I had this nasty bitch teacher that everyone hated. I was like, hey, excuse me, I'm not going to college. I was like, I don't even know a college in mind. I was like, I haven't applied for anything. I want to go to makeup school in Miami. At the time I researched this makeup school that I wanted to go to. I had it all figured out. As soon as I was going to graduate, I was going to go to this makeup school in Miami. My parents already knew and helped me. And I will never forget, she just started dying laughing. She started dying laughing. And was like, okay, sweetie, well, I would still start doing some research and write this essay because that's not a real career and you're not, she literally said, you're not gonna get anywhere in life doing makeup. And I was like, what is she talking about? So I was so upset and I basically was like, fuck you, but I didn't say that. Same week, we had our senior meeting with the guidance counselor, and basically the guidance counselor looks up where we want to go to college and prints like all the paperwork out and helps you apply and whatever. It's basically just your goodbye senior meeting where the guidance counselor helps you get into school. Hello, I don't really need this because I'm not going to college. I already have my makeup school figured out, paid for, whatever. And again, she starts laughing in my face, telling me that this is not a good idea. And I understand it's their job, but it was still really hurtful. I think she printed out the community colleges and towns paperwork anyway and asked if I wanted to apply right then and there in the office. And I was like, no, I literally told you no. So that is something that really stuck with me. It was really upsetting that these people were saying that everything that I wanted to do in life was basically stupid and I wasn't gonna get anywhere. I graduated, we're going to the makeup school in Miami. I'm still making YouTube videos at the time. I was gonna be filming all the time. And I remember I even told you guys I was gonna film all the time and I was gonna tell you guys everything that I learned and blah, 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 blah. So I get to Miami and none of that happens. Basically, I have the time of my life. Really, I say this to this day, Miami changed me and made me who I am today, 100%. Just because I got out of my small town, I didn't have to work, I just went to school, I met new people, I saw a different culture. I was doing things that I could have never dreamed that I could be doing. When I went to makeup school, we had these opportunities to do makeup for different like events. I did makeup for Miss USA pageant, I did makeup for fashion shows, I did makeup for Miami Swim Week. And these are things that I would have never been able to achieve in my small town. Never. I just was through the moon. I couldn't believe everything that I was doing, all of these experiences, and I was learning makeup at the same time. I was meeting people that I'm still friends with today. Just, it was the time of my life. I love Miami, and everything that I was doing was just making me so much more of a better person. I, to be honest, just fell off of YouTube. I didn't feel like I wanted to do it at the time because I was so busy and happy doing other things. Meanwhile, this is one of my biggest regrets because I had nothing but time to film while I was in Miami. But I'm not gonna live in regret. It was just a small regret that I do have because while I was in Miami, obviously I just filmed my makeup collection and that's when my channel took off. Like that, I still get views to this day of that video. That's when I have, I believe, like 25,000 views, and that's when my channel really took off. Obviously, it's still not my career at this point, but I was starting to see the results that I wanted to see of my channel and I just did nothing about it. That's that point in my life. And then we obviously graduate makeup school. I have to move back to my hometown, womp womp, start a job at a makeup counter. And that's where I still am today. And I don't know if you guys know anything about a makeup counter, but especially when you become a manager of the makeup counter, but even when you're not, you're basically signing your soul on a dotted line to the makeup counter. Like, you dedicate all of your energy, all of your time. Sometimes it's exhausting to be in retail, especially today with everything that's going on in the world, which we're not going to talk about right now. It is very exhausting and time just time and mind consuming to work for a makeup counter, that you just don't want to come home and then start filming and talking about makeup any longer, to be honest with you. The past 5 years, this is what I've been doing. I was in the best shape of my life in Miami, and that's basically because I couldn't afford to eat. I was eating once a day at 6 o'clock at night, and it wasn't healthy, but I was in the best shape of my life and I loved it. I was enjoying it. And right now, obviously, it's years later, I had to move back, and I'm not here to make excuses, obviously, but I'm moved back in with my family. We're Italian. All we do is eat pasta and bread. I'm engaged now to a caterer, and all he does is cook bomb Puerto Rican food. Like, we eat rice, we eat beans, we eat fried plantains. Like, all we do is eat. We love to eat. That's something that we do together and we love, and that's how we bond, and that needs to change. So that's another thing why I stopped filming, because it's not for what other people say, it's really for myself, because obviously I have to go back and edit these videos, and I don't want to look at myself and see someone that I don't envision me as being. Like, I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but basically how I envision myself is not looking how I am right now, but that's something that I'm working on, and I'm not here to make any more excuses, and I'm not here to say that I'm going to be 100% consistent, and I'm really not here to make any promises, but I'm here to say that I am going to try, because YouTube is my hobby, and I realize now that I haven't been doing anything out of passion in my life recently. Like, everything, I go to work, I come home, I'm with Eddie, and I go back to work, and I do nothing out of passion, and YouTube is my passion. I love filming, I love talking about products, I love teaching, and obviously I'm not here to say that YouTube is going to be my career right now, and I don't know if it ever will be, but I don't want to live in regret and say that I never could say that I tried, because I want to at least try. And even if it doesn't become my career, it is my hobby, and it will always be my hobby. I love filming YouTube, I love editing, I love doing my makeup on camera, I love talking to you guys, sharing my life, and like I was saying, I just don't care what people say. Like, it's 100% about me. And this is one place in my life where I do not care what anybody says. This is my channel. I'm here to do what I want. I'm here to act how I want. And it's my outlet. I love it. So I really wanted to go back to filming YouTube videos, and that is why I'm back here today. I know that I can have a job, I can have my social life, I can make my fiance happy, and I could have my hobby. I don't know where it's going to take me, obviously, but I'm here to say that I can try. I keep like starting my videos like, sorry guys, I've been so inconsistent, I'm trying, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I'm not here to apologize, and I'm not here to make promises, but I am here. I'm also here to say that since I am grown now, I do not give a shit about what anybody has to say any longer. Less than the fuck that I didn't give when I was younger. I just do not care at all. And this is another thing that I really want to get into with you guys. Like, I feel like this is more turning into a podcast instead of a YouTube video. If you find people are talking shit about you, this is something that I learned throughout my life. You have to understand that this is not on you. This, I have to take my AirPods out for this. That is on them, okay? Some people, and you're gonna learn this, I had to learn this, everybody has to learn this. Some people are so miserable with their own life, they're not happy about something, they don't like something about themselves, that they are just gonna take it out on you. Like, you, no matter what, if you do something different, if you do something that they don't agree with, for some reason people think that their opinion matters. Think that their opinion matters to everybody. And you just have to not let it matter to you, okay? Some people are so miserable that they want to bring you down and want you to be miserable, and this is what I learned. And if you're in high school, if you're grown, this is throughout life. If you think that shitty people are just in high school and people who talk about you behind your back are just in high school, I have news for you. It gets worse, okay? When they get out of high school, these people are still the same people. They're grown, and because of some reason that they are so miserable, they will talk about you behind your back. They will wish bad on you. And they're grown women, okay? So it doesn't just end men. It doesn't just stop at high school. This is something you're gonna have to deal with your whole life. And what's shitty is sometimes you can't escape these people, because most of the time this is gonna be a boss. This is gonna be your coworkers. This is gonna be a family member. This is gonna be ex-friends. Or it may be somebody you are friends with. The thing is, sometimes you can't escape these people, but you can choose to not let it bother you. As much as people like to say that I take things personal, I really truly do not, because I do not care what other people think of me. For some reason, people like to think that they have the opinion of God, and I don't choose to see it that way. Unless you are God, I do not care about what you think about me. So I just really want that to get across to you guys. People who talk shit about anybody and everybody, it is not you, okay? You cannot take that shit personal. You have to understand that these are miserable people, and they will talk about anybody and everybody because they want to hurt people and they want to feel better about themselves, and that's the only way that they can feel better about themselves. People hate when you're doing good. They hate it, and you just have to understand that. People, as excited as you are to share good things that are happening to you, you have to learn not to overshare, and I have learned this. I always share what I want people to know. And it's funny because the negative people think that they know everything about you. They think that they know you like the back of your hand and what have you, but I always say out loud what I want people to know. I'm not stupid, okay? And you guys have to learn that. Do not overshare, because people will wish bad on you. In Italian, we call this the malocchio. This is why I always have the evil eye. People wish bad on you because they don't want you to do good. And this could be coworkers, this could be family members, this could be your ex-friends, this could come from anywhere. And like I said, sometimes you can't escape these people, so you have to let it not affect you. And you have to understand also that the karma bus is driving, okay? When people are so negative and talk shit about you behind your back, they say nasty, ugly, disgusting things, it comes right back to them, because you know what? Negativity keeps coming and coming and coming inside of them. Not on you, inside of them. It actually makes you look better. Don't feel upset. This is now becoming a very motivational video, and I could take this to a whole nother video, but I feel the need, because this is what's on my mind today, I feel the need to express this to somebody. Do not let this bother you, okay? Because these people will go nowhere in life because they're stuck in the same mentality train. You have to not let it bother you. You have to be happier and just keep doing what you want to do. Keep doing what you want to do, because you don't want to live in regret. If they were truly happy people, it wouldn't matter what you were doing. They wouldn't try to make others feel bad about themselves, talk about you to other people badly, because they want other people to think of you badly. They are jealous that people think good things of you. You have to understand that. You have to. Do not let this kind of shit bother you, okay? Because people are mean. They're mean. And you cannot overshare things that you are happy about, because they are not happy for you. And it's the hard reality, but it does not get easier with age. People are mean. And you just have to feel sorry for them, to be honest, because people like this, like I said, are not going to mentally grow, and they're going to be stuck in the same cycle, hating everybody. Life's going to go on, people are going to be happy, what have you, and they're just stuck in the same negative train. Like, oh my god. That is where I wanted to end this video. That is where I'm at in life. I have been through all this in the past 5 years, but I just want to say that, like I said, I'm here to make YouTube videos again. I'm so excited. I am so happy. Because I'm like I said, I'm so passionate about doing these YouTube videos and talking to you guys. And I guess my point here is, if you guys want to do something, fucking do it, okay? It doesn't matter about, like I said, what anybody has to say. If you want to start making YouTube videos, make YouTube videos. If you want to start doing anything, do it. Like right now, do you guys think that I'm not going to have people talking mad shit when I post this video? I could name 5 right now that are in my head who's going to start talking shit. They're probably going to watch these videos together and talk shit. But you know what? I don't give a fuck. So now that I'm all ready at, what time is it, 11 p.m. at night, Eddie is gonna be home any minute and be like, where the fuck are you going? I just feel so like a spark of energy right now. I feel so happy that I filmed this video, and I was all over the place, but I promise you guys that I do promise that I'm gonna probably have other story times where if you want anything broken down, just comment down below. In other videos we'll get into more structural talk. Like right now, because it's my first video and I feel like I owed it to you guys to explain, like I said, where I have been for 4 years. I feel like it would be very cowardly of me to just start making YouTube videos again, like, hey guys, welcome back, and I start talking about my favorite lipstick and you guys are like, okay, well, why haven't you filmed in 4 years? I feel like I definitely owed this video at least to you guys about why I haven't filmed. So I'm happy that this is my first one, and I'm excited for all the content that's in my mind, the years of content that I have written down in my notebook, like I told you guys, that I want to film. And right now I have so much, like, I see my energy that I have. Like, I have so much wedding content that I want to put out there. I have makeup, I have hauls, I have lifestyle, and if you guys want to see anything from me, please let me know below. But I just want to say that I am so happy to be back. I'm happy to reintroduce myself to you guys, and I am just so happy. So thank you guys for watching this long ass video and understanding and being patient with me and being excited with me to follow me on this journey again. So thank you guys so much for watching.